Okay, let's start adding some Mobi friendliness to our device. Okay, Mobi, let's do it. I'm gonna go back to the style.css and I'm gonna do all the media queries down here. Okay, so this is where I'm gonna add it. Here I'm gonna have the variables, here I'm gonna have the imports, and down here I'm gonna have the media query. So I'm gonna say media, screen, and let's do one for max width, and let's see kind of where our code starts breaking. So go back to Firefox, F12, and hit the button here. Okay, so I'm gonna go down like this, and around 1,300, 331, 3, something like that. Okay, so 103.32, something like that, pixels. And here what I want to do is start changing the font size of the HTML. Let's do font size, let's do 53%. Okay. So there we go. Boom, we changed the font size as well. And this jumps down like this. So what I want to do is get rid of this splash. If you want, you can also reposition the splash to a different position, but I'm just gonna get rid of it. So let's go here and just say splash. I'm gonna say display, none. Hit save. Let me make sure I'm recording. Okay, that's good. What I want to also do is kind of change the size of this SVG, because right now I believe it's too large. Yeah, that's way too large. So what we can do is add a width of 80% to this. SVG width 80%. Okay. There we go. That's way smaller, so it doesn't jump yet, which is what I want. I want it to stay there, and when we go to like mobile size, then we can have it down there. Okay, so around this size, 1,300, we should go desktop. This is kind of tablet mode here, and here 600 something, we should go mobile. Okay, so let's see, do we want something else changed? Okay, maybe this is a bit too bunched up here together. So maybe we can add a width of 100 to this and just kind of stretch it out. So let's go here. Let's grab the main head. Actually, we can just grab the nav. Let's grab nav width 100%. Hit save. There we go. So we can just stretch this out. All right, perfect. Let's take a look what else we want to do. Okay, maybe have this wrap sooner, but this is probably going to go on the mobile side of things. So for now, I think this is fine, actually. Okay, let's leave it like that, and let's go on the mobile version and see what we can do there. So that's around 750, 54, something like that. So let's go here, create another media screen. I'm just gonna copy, let's just create it from scratch. Media, screen, and max width. This is gonna be 754, like that. I'm gonna say HTML, change the font size even smaller. Let's do 45. Let's see how that looks like. Okay, that's good. I can also check the size of the paragraph, just make sure it's not too small. 18 pixels, that's fine. Okay, once we are down here, let's change this because the height is too big on this SVG. Yeah, I kind of want to make it shorter. As you can see, it takes up way too much space. Okay. So let's do that. Kind of thinking to see what we should do here. Let's do SVG. Let's change the height to something like 60%. Let's see if that fixes our issue. Okay, so it's way smaller now. Okay, it doesn't take up that huge vertical space. Okay. Let's see, how's our main head here? Is it stretching all the way? Nav, main head. Okay, so we can also remove that margin here. We don't need that anymore because we're gonna center everything here in the center, and this one doesn't need that extra space there. So let's go here and do down here. We can do main head. We can do a width of 100%. There we go. I guess we could add a small margin to it or something, so it doesn't look this bad. Let's do a margin of 2 rem. Okay, that's better. We can actually do this on the nav itself and not on the main head. So let me copy this out from here and grab the nav and paste it here. It's not gonna look any different, but later on, maybe you guys want to add a background color to this or something. So I kind of got rid of it. Okay, the next thing I want to do is actually let's center this text also here. So I'm gonna grab the nav, and in here I'm gonna grab the logo, and I want to do a include flex, and I'm gonna say center, center, column. Okay. And let's take a look. All right, so it jumps up there. However, it kind of jumps too late and it doesn't look that good. So actually, let's get rid of this margin for now here on the nav. And let's see if we can figure something out. So we basically want this to wrap sooner. That's kind of the idea with this. So I think here is the problem on the other. Yeah, so we should make it wrap here faster. So let's go on the logo, and what we're gonna do is add a flex. Let's do 120 rem. And on the UL, let's grab the UL here. Again, I'm nesting here, so I'm in the nav. This is where I add the UL. Let's do flex 170 or 60 rem. Okay, and I'm also gonna add a margin here of 2 rem, 0 rem. Let's see how that looks. Okay, so it jumps down way sooner. Okay, so I'm happy with that. That's good. Perfect. I guess we could add more space on this top logo thing. So logo, let's do a margin top of 2 rem. Okay, way better, much more space. Okay, so I basically kind of saw where it should start wrapping, and I just added the flex 1 for it to make it wrap sooner. Okay, perfect, that's good. Let's see, what else do we want to do here? I guess I want to center all the text and everything. So let's go outside of the nav. Here, I'm going to add the intro text. I'm going to just say margin, add the small margin on top, 5 rem. Let's do text align center. Okay, so just added more space here, so it's not stuck all the way up in the corner, and just aligned everything to the center. Okay. Let's go down here. Let's do the same with these icons. Let's kind of move them to the center. So all I want to do is say intro social. I'm just going to drop a flex on it. Include flex. I'm going to do center, center, and row. Okay, hit save. There we go. And let's also add on the anchor tags, because they have a margin right. Let's just change this to margin 2 rem. And hit save. There we go. So now it's perfectly in the center. If you remember, on the desktop version, we had them have a large margin on the right. So I kind of got rid of that and just added a 2 rem margin and just center everything. Okay, so that kind of looks good already. That's perfect. This guy, you're not where you're supposed to be. So what we can do is grab the intro images and just add a text align center. Okay, center him as well. Perfect, looking good. finally, what I want to do is let's just add a font to this, because we haven't done that. So let's go to Google Fonts. And what I'm going to do is grab one that I really like, and it looks so good. It's called Montserrat. Hit the plus, open this up. We are going to go to customize, and we're also going to add medium to this. Go back, copy this link, go to our VS Code here, and let's just go to the global for now and just drop it on the body. Okay. So let's grab the body, and I'm going to add it to everything. Oh no, wait, this is the link that we have to add to the index.html. So let's go here, above, paste that in, and now we can use it. So now I can go here and copy this and add it to the body. Okay, where are you? Global CSS, paste this in here, and everything should be working properly. Close this up. There we go. Perfect. Looking good. Okay, there we go. We have finished the first part. Now the second and third part, these parts are going to be actually super simple. We're just going to drop our projects in there and a contact form. But this is something that needs to be nice and needs to be impressive. So when people join it, they're going to be like, wow, look at that website. That looks good. And then people are just going to contact you. Okay, so this actually took most of the project, so most of the time. The other ones are going to be quite short and simple and sweet. Okay, so let's move on and build out the projects and the contact.